Hello, this is Luke, and welcome to this Grand Theft Auto 5 enhanced mission loading fix for the first storyline heist following its completion. I will cover 3 potential solutions. The first solution is one that I've personally implemented and verified. The second solution, while I could not confirm it myself, has been validated by others experiencing similar loading issues with the same game version. You can find a link to that video below within the description. The third solution is not one I can personally endorse, as it involves downloading content from an untrusted source. However, if all fails, it may serve as a valid workaround suggested by a member of the GTA community. A link to that source is also included in the description. If you find yourself like me trapped on this endless loading screen, I recommend trying this initial solution. Once you get to the end of the actual mission and just before you finish, it's best to pause the game here and go into the actual menu. This will give you the opportunity to actually change the actual graphic settings, and it's actually this I found, which was recommended by a member of the community, that if you change some of the graphic settings down to the lowest possible graphic settings, it can actually resolve the issues. I took the decision personally to actually do this after the heist so that I could actually play the game in normal graphics, at least what's normal for me. So I made some of the actual main changes after that, but did actually run into a couple of issues. I found that when you started actually removing some of the settings, it actually started to warn me that the actual game would have to be restarted in order to be able to apply those settings, which would be a bit counterproductive considering we're only making these changes so that we can actually save the game. So obviously we didn't go that way. Instead, we decided to actually go through each setting individually and try applying it each time we tried to make a change. This way you can work out which changes require the game restart and those ones you can avoid making those changes to, and apply all the lowest changes to all the other possible graphics options. Once you're done, that's it. Finish the rest of the mission depending on where you left it, and then that's it. Sit back and hopefully relax. You should end up in the strip club.
I found my new calling, bros. All right, people. We need to split up. They're gonna be looking for a crew.
I'll wire your cuts when the rocks have been sold.
That shit was crazy, dog. So what now?
We get out of here. Keep our heads down.
Hey, you did good, kid. What'd I tell you, Lester, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, look, everybody take off. Hey, Franklin. Listen, Lester and I got some things we gotta clean up. I want you to stop by the house a little later on. We'll celebrate, all right?
All right.
Okay. Huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. We're back in action.
Didn't work? Well, there's the second option. And the second option, well, I can't validate it worked because I did attempt to use it, as you'll now see. It didn't actually work for me, but I will put a link in the description below that shows you a video of the person who has got this working, while it be it not on the actual same load screen or game version of Grand Theft Auto 5 enhanced. So while it might not help you with this particular load screen, it could potentially help you down the line with other load screen issues, as this does appear to be a possible issue experienced later down the line. What you're viewing here is actually me suspending one of the processes that runs the game. The idea here being is that the actual process becomes stuck, and by pausing it, it gives the time for the computer to kind of almost reset itself and then restart that actual process by starting it up again. When you start it up again and then come out of this, it should theoretically restart and actually load the game through. However, I tried this a number of different times with different timings, from the recommended up to 20 seconds to less and more time than that, as they were doing this for the online part of it. However, I found that this didn't help me and I still managed to get stuck with the same loading screen without being able to exit it. So for me, I was unable to validate it, but do watch their video as they do show it actually working using this method. Leaving us with the final method, which is this one. I'm unable to recommend because it does actually leave you open to vulnerabilities based on the fact that you probably aren't going to know this person, or maybe you do. However, you might actually know someone else that has a save file, and maybe that is a person you can trust. In that case, that gives you this option. Let us know in the comments below. Click on the like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to be notified the next live stream of the game and publish those more gaming and gamers tech insights. Thanks for watching. Lou out.